Hey everybody, Sam Parker here, CEO with My Credit Guy Credit Restoration. In an earlier video that we had done that you can find at mycreditguy.com under the video section or the blog section, we talked about why credit scores are different when a lender pulls it compared to when you pull it online. Now, another question that we get all the time is, why are my credit scores so different between Experian, Equifax, and Transunion? Okay, which is a great question. Now, the answer can be for a couple different reasons, okay? First of all, you gotta understand that these are three totally separate companies that have nothing to do with each other. They don't share information together, they don't get on conference calls together, and so that's the number one reason why you're gonna have differences, is that they're three totally separate entities, okay? So if you think about it, there should be three separate entities, otherwise you would just have one credit score. And we have three, and you get to choose the mid score. So that's actually kind of giving you the benefit of the doubt. Now, the other reasons are going to be that amongst the three credit bureaus, they have different scoring models that are used. They're slightly different. They take into account the same facts, the same late pays, the same credit history, things like that, balanced limit ratios, but they compute them just a little bit differently as well. And so for that reason, you're going to have some deviation in the credit scores amongst the three credit bureaus, and that's if they were all getting the exact same information. But there lies another point why they're different, is that they don't all get the same information. There's very few accounts that are required to be reported to all three credit bureaus, usually just a mortgage, right? Beyond that, you may go to a bank to get your car loan that only reports to Transunion or only reports to Equifax and Experian, but not Transunion. And so because of that, you're gonna have a difference in your credit scores because you're having information reported to one or two of the bureaus, but to not the second or third one. So that's another reason that you might have credit score differences. On that same note, where you're building positive credit, where you might not be getting it on the other bureaus, you could have something negative reported to just one bureau. So a lot of collection companies are only reporting to one credit bureau, because you have to understand that for a creditor to report to the credit bureaus, it costs them money. They have to pay for it. So if they don't want to pay to report to all three credit bureaus, they don't have to. They may only stick a collection on your Equifax report, which is then going to have your Equifax score much lower than your Experian or your Transunion. So a couple different reasons to answer your question, why are my credit scores different between Experian, Equifax, and Transunion? Number one point, they're three totally separate companies. Number 2 point, they might be getting different information. And number 3 point, they're going to be computing that information differently. So there's a couple reasons. Hopefully that clears things up. If you have any other questions, just give us a shout. You can reach us at 866-726-7339, or as always, you can just go to our website, mycreditguy.com. Thanks.